Hey guys, it's Vic. How are you? As usual, bad lighting, bad camera work, but good content. A lot of folks have been asking me, what do I do for traps? And I wanted to point out one of the mistakes or the common habits that a lot of us have when we're doing our traps, specifically when we're doing shrugs. So let me point that out. When we grab a bar or dumbbells and we go to execute some kind of a shrug, what I notice is that a lot of folks are being pulled forward, right? So their shoulders are kind of rounded this way. And then they go to pull up like this. So there's very little movement in here, right? The traps, everything's kind of getting bunched up, if you will. And there's not a sensation of actually the traps flexing. It's a sensation of pressure, right? Of the traps coming up and the neck getting thick and this kind of sense that everything's kind of getting stopped up. And that can often be mistaken for work. And it is work, but it's actually not much of a contraction. It's more of just pressure building from a really bad posture and not a lot of work going on in the traps. So let me tell you how to really get your traps involved in the movement as compared to feeling like everything's just coming into your hands or just feeling like you're being pulled down to the ground. So you don't want to use a really heavy weight. We don't know what weight to use necessarily, but we want to use one that we can actually do this particular movement with. Now, the point of the exercise isn't to necessarily come up like this, right? It's actually to come up and back like this. So I'm going to turn around so you can see what my traps look like when I do that. But you can't feel them contract necessarily when you go straight up. Not all the time. If you come up and back at the same time, you can. Okay, so I'm going to show you from a different angle. It's not straight up like this. It's like this. I'm going to show you from the rear. Hopefully you can see it. It's not straight up like this. It's and down, right? So it's bringing them up and back at the same time. And it sort of comes across on an angle, if you will, like this, see? So instead of looking like this in the mirror, I'm actually looking a bit smaller, right? Because my shoulders are coming back up, and that's going to create the flex in the traps. And especially if you were going to flex your traps, if you were going to show someone how to flex it, and you were doing a back double bicep, you would actually go like this, right? You wouldn't go like this. You would actually pull them back like this so someone could see all the work that you've done back there, right? So, shrugs are a great exercise, but you want to make sure that you can actually handle the weight that you're using. You don't want to feel it pulling you into the ground, and I've seen this, where there's a lot going on, and there's a sense that you're doing your traps, but there's more head and neck movement and pressure building and this just general sense of work and very little execution of a real exercise that you're going to get any benefit from. So I'd actually recommend doing this with dumbbells, and not to the point where you need straps necessarily, right? You can, but something that you can really control, and it would look, a smooth repetition would look more like this. I'll do it from the rear again, okay? Okay, not like this, like this. So, thanks for watching, and hope to see you on Facebook or visit my site, www.vicsnatural.com. Wish you guys all the best. Peace, love, and muscles.